Gumott, an old musical instrument, is now at a vanishing stage. According to historians, Gumott has more than 1000 years of history, but today we rarely find it in the musical field.
This instrument, a traditional folk instrument of Konkani, is called the Gumott. It's a very simple but a very effective instrument. It's a percussion instrument made of a mud clay pot with two openings. One a big opening, and at the rear end a smaller opening. This bigger opening is covered with the skin of the monitor lizard, and this other opening is open. This is to control the tone of the sound. Both the hands are used while playing the Gumott. The monitor skin is selected for its timbre, the quality, fineness, lightness, as well as the toughness of the skin. This is a common instrument among different sections of Konkani people. In fact, this is one instrument that unites different people of Konkani, such as Siddhi, Kudmi, Kharvi, Christian. On this instrument, our forefathers composed songs. There is a Gumott song which speaks of our migration from Goa. Goin sandun aili mai rozar saibin. Goin sandun aili mai rozar saibin. Goin sandun aili mai. In this song, our forefathers have captured the history of the migration of our ancestors from Goa to Mangalore. The song goes thus. Meklak esani mai devli sandiran. Goin sandun aili mai rozar saibin, rozar saibin. That means when our ancestors fled from Goa, they brought along the statue and our Rozar Mai, mother of rosary. And they built a church on the banks of the river in Bolar, which is now called Rosario, because of the church established there in the mid 16th century. And how people settled in Mangalore and how this church came about, this song speaks of. So, apart from entertaining the people, the Gumott songs also had the other element of history being taught to the children, history being recorded in those songs. And also a lot of moral values, because a lot of songs speak of Jesus and the Holy Trinity and Rosamai, Holy Mary.
Goin sandunu aili mai rozar saibin. Goin sandunu aili mai rozar saibin. Goin sandunu aili mai rozar saibin. Goin sandunu aili mai.
Now, if you go among the Kudmis, Gumott is their main instrument. Christians have given up dancing, therefore they sit and play the Gumott and sing their songs. And therefore the Gumott is of a larger variety. But among the Kudmis and the Siddhis and the Kharvis, the Gumott is of this size because they hang this Gumott around their neck and dance along with the Gumott songs. Kudmis and the Kharvis mainly in their Gumott songs they speak of their Krishna or Ramayana, so religious songs, mainly religious songs. Among the Siddhis, we have Gumott among all the three varieties, the Muslims, the Christians and the Hindus. So the Shigmo is played, the Shigmo is danced. It so happens that where the Gumott is used for religious purposes, in such communities the Gumott is still alive. But where the religious practices and the use of the Gumott have been separated, for instance among the Christians, the Gumott never entered the church. And therefore among the Christians today you will hardly find the Gumott existing, and you will very rarely find a person who knows the Gumott song. Our tradition is almost dead among the Christians. But among the Kudmis and the Karvis and even the Siddhis, the Gumott is still alive because it is still a very much part of their religious practices and celebrations. It's an instrument that has kept our traditions alive, and it's an instrument today which is a symbol of our heritage. It is a very sad situation that among the Christians today you will hardly find people who know the Gumott songs. As far as I know, there's one group of Joachim Pereira, his family, that's Joel's father, his family keeping the Gumott traditions alive. There is one family in Kulshekar which had kept the Gumott traditions alive till of late, but even they seem to have given up. But apart from these two families, there's hardly anybody who still holds on to the Gumott and tries to keep the traditions alive. Now, why Gumott died among the Christians? Naturally, the first blame goes to the Inquisition, which the Portuguese instituted to ban the language of Konkani, the culture of Konkani, and impose their Portuguese culture along with the Christian religion. That seems to be the main reason. Secondly, the detachment of the Gumott from the religious practices of the Christians. Then Gumott was alive in the Rose Motto, in the Rose celebrations, especially in the night when the women folk and the others used to work in the Rosso, the Rosoi, the kitchen, preparing for the next day's meal. The Gumott players used to play the Gumott and entertain them and keep them awake through the night. The fast process of westernization among the Christians is also responsible because children found this a very primitive instrument and they said, "Ka le baba dadetai dada dada unan kan male argal." And then, okay, at that time there were male at least, where the Gumott was preserved. Later on, when the terrace houses came, there was no place for the Gumott in the house. So today you hardly find the Gumott around. My own experience is that when I went on 100 days yatra among the 10,365 houses in our district, I asked the children, "Have you seen a Gumott? Tumka Gumott mila kite jana tumi?" They said, "Yes, we know the Gumott. He's in Karkad." So our children have lost even they are not able to identify this instrument with their culture. It has reached a stage where I think now it has to be preserved in the museum. But in spite of this situation, a few of us, especially through Kalangan, the Cultural Heritage Center, we are trying to revive this instrument, give it new forms, because one of the reasons which it did not sustain itself is because there were hardly any experiments on this.
Adukulo go budukulo thela tu paso bayegur babu jala piringi rupaso. Adukulo go budukulo thela tu paso bayegur babu jala piringi rupaso.
We are still proud of this very simple instrument. because this instrument not only entertained, it recorded history, it taught us morals and values. And even though today it may not have a great significance in our culture, it still remains the symbol of the Konkani culture.
But now the use of Gumott has already stopped. Before this instrument becomes a showpiece in the museum in the coming days, one has to take the initiative to save this rich musical instrument. With cameraman Austin Pinto, this is Amanda Sequeira signing off.